Good day everyone, this is Teacher Judea. For today, we will discuss about expressing one's own values and beliefs. The Philippines is an archipelago not only more than 7,000 islands but also diverse customs and traditions. These traditions were formed as a result of our ancestors' beliefs. Beliefs are ideas that we accept and claim as true. We consider them important that we adopt this into our everyday lives as well as in our decision making. Our values, or what is important to us, the attitude or how we treat others, and behavior or how we act are influenced by these ideas that we strongly believe in. In today's lesson, we will read about some of the beliefs that Filipino live by, especially from our milestone, particularly on wedding days. On wedding days, some Filipinos are inclined to Catholic conventions brought in Spanish colonization, but also mixed with Pre-Colonial customs. Here are some of the notable examples of such traditions. Number 1 is pamamantika. This is the first step in Filipino wedding where the groom's family meet the bride's family and serve as the groom's official proposal. Usually, they sit down, have a feast, and talk about the bride and groom's plan for the wedding. This ends with both families giving gifts to each other. Next one is veil and cord. In the wedding day, chosen godparents or sponsors put the veil and cord to the bride and groom, with the veil symbolizing the bride and groom being clad as one, and the cord wrapped around the couple in figure 8, which symbolizes eternal love of fidelity. Next is 13 coins or aras. The groom gives the bride the 13 coins or aras, which symbolizes the promise of prosperity to their future family. Next is a shower of rice. It is usually done after the wedding ceremony. The now newlyweds are showered with grains of rice as a sign of bounty and rain or blessings. Rice in weddings also hold a sacred status as a pre-colonial. Filipinos are bound with hands held together over a mound of rice, blessed by a babaylan or priestess, which then becomes their first shared meal. Next is Mani dance or gala. This dance is usually the first dance of the newlyweds, whereas sponsors, family relatives, and guests pin gills to the bride and groom's clothes, which is considered a way to help the couple get started in their married life financially. So individuals have different points of view on subjects and how they express themselves in comparison to others. And now, let's have the excerpt of the short story titled The Wedding Dance by Amador T. Daguio. Amador T. Daguio was a Filipino writer from Libuagan, Colina before the World War II, and he was a Public Cultural Heritage awardee for his work. The Wedding Dance by Amador T. Daguio. The story is set in the mountains of northern Philippines in a traditional community unspoiled by outside influence. The story may have happened before or after the Second World War, one summer night before the harvest time. Awiyaw is a strong, muscular, industrious member of the tribe. He'd been married to Lumnay for 7 years, yet without children. He loves Lumnay and was a good husband to her, but he is forced to take another wife as the laws of their society dictate. Lumnay is a tough, graceful woman who is also an industrious worker. She was a loving wife to Awiyaw, But after the failure to give him an offspring, she has to suffer separation from the love of her life. Madulimay is the woman chosen to be Awiya's new wife. She holds the promise of the continuity of Awiya's lineage. So here, we have a forced love triangle. One night of the festivities for his second wedding, Awiya visits his first wife Lumnay in the house he built for her. Awiya is worried that Lumnay is not among the wedding dancers. He invites her to the dance, but she remains still. He apologizes to her and explains why the situation between them had to be this way. It is clear that they understood each other. They do not point fingers nor judge one another. Awiya expresses his admiration and love for his wife and his regret for giving in to the pressure of producing an offspring. He encourages Lumnay to accept another husband. Lumnay, however, is a dominant and stands for her ground. She will love only one man. Awiya promises to come back to her if he fails again for the second time. But Lumnay wishes him and his new wife only blessings from Kabunyan. She admits to him how difficult the situation is for her. When Awiya is called back to the dance, he pauses, as if to think over his decision. Lumnay accepts his invitation to the dance and plucks up her courage to face her tribe. The joys of the past and the pain memories keep bringing her. But then, Lumnay stops to reflect on her fate, questioning why they had to separate, and plans to air her dissensions to the tribe. However, she changes her mind and runs away from the ceremony toward the bean fields, where she lingers for a long while to be with the beans that produce she is able to breed. Culture is the arts elevated to a set of beliefs by Thomas Bolt. In this lesson, it can be derived that Filipinos, particularly ethnic groups, have exclusive customs and traditions that they hold important to their tribe. Each has colorful stories to tell that represent Filipino beliefs or convictions. These stories, legends, folklore, and novels from different parts of our country shape our moral being and connect us deeper into roots. Our nation's rich history as a country that endures many wars and invaders paved the way for people of distinct cultures and beliefs. This may be retained throughout the course of time. But with the continuing modernization of our country, such customs may change, but one thing that we will always have in common is being a Filipino.